Earlier this month, Nissan launched the second-generation Leaf. Despite not being the long-range model we're all waiting for, the new Leaf is still a big improvement from its predecessor. Aside from all the new technologies and features on the Leaf, the new model boasts 150 miles of driving range. It is not the best range around, but it is satisfactory if Nissan prices the Leaf right. Due to the narrow gap in driving range between the new Leaf and the improved Volkswagen e-Golf, EV goers are expecting to see a competitive rivalry developing between the two cars. Well, this is not happening because Volkswagen doesn't see much potential with the e-Golf, and this is despite of the improvements made to the car. Volkswagen revealed that they have upgraded the e-Golf many times already, but they still find it hard to move the car on the sales front. As such, VW assumes that things won't change with the new e-Golf, and they are not hoping for much. While the VIZIV is a genuine design study hinting at a future performance sedan, the other two concepts look production ready and may preview new versions of the Impreza hatchback and the XV crossover. As its name suggests, the Impreza Future Sport concept is based on the Impreza Sport trim level, taking it one step further towards sportiness. The press release says the study will encourage the driver to enjoy driving even more freely than before, whatever that means. Visible design changes include more aggressive bumpers featuring F1 stowing, larger intakes, and hexagonal-shaped LED DRLs at the front, as well as center-mounted twin exhaust pipes and another wing-like element at the rear. Other changes include the smoked headlights and taillights, tinted windows, yellow pearl body color, and a contrasting interior trim. The Subaru XV Font Adventure concept was a similar yellow metallic body paint, yet is oriented towards enhancing the crossover's off-road looks and capabilities. The XV study gains exclusive off-road tires, more plastic cladding, and a massive roof rack. If performance Subarus are your thing, have a look at the Subaru S208 and BRZ STI Sport as well.
Alongside the handsome new BRZ STI Sport Special Edition, and the equally lovely STI S208, Subaru will introduce special variants of three of its best-selling models. The XV, the Impreza, and the Outback will all get unique visual updates when they take the stage at the Tokyo Motor Show next month. The XV will bear the designation Fun Adventure concept, and will gain a number of exterior features to beef up its off-road capabilities. The yellow exterior is accented by new cladding on the front fascia, side fenders, and rear diffuser. The ride height appears to have been raised slightly, and a bike rack on the roof continues the rugged theme. The Outback gains a more high-quality finish in the cabin, complete with ultrasage seats and panels, dark embossed silver accents, and a new 8-inch display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto equipped. The exterior also receives a more luxurious treatment, including an exclusive grille and wheels. The Impreza, meanwhile, opts for a sportier makeover. Dubbed the Future Sport concept, the Impreza was given a lower center of gravity, along with redesigned front and rear bumpers, and more aggressive-looking, centrally mounted exhaust tips. Blacked-out wheels and smoked-out taillights, along with unique LED light fixtures on the front fascia give the concept a unique look. The XV and Impreza will be joined by 3 unique Subaru special vehicles. The aforementioned STI S208, an even more aggressive version of the STI, of which just 450 examples will be built, the BRZ STI Sport Special Edition, of which just 100 examples will be built, and the Vitis Performance concept, a preview of the next generation WRX STI, will all be on display when doors open in Tokyo. The company says that these new concept cars and special edition vehicles will preview the new Subaru story, and will give visitors an experience that will bring smiles to their faces. It's unclear whether the XV and Impreza concepts will influence any production-going variants, but we have our fingers crossed.
Subaru has prepared a pair of yellow-clad concepts elevating the respective sporty and rugged characters of the Impreza and XV, cross-track, complemented by an Outback concept for traditional buyers. The XV Font Adventure concept is geared for outdoor adventurers, distinguished by off-road tires and a cargo basket for expeditions beyond the pavement. rugged cladding provides a bit more protection and a visual contrast against a bright metallic paint. The impressive Future Sport features a more aggressive body kit than the current production car. LED fog lights help draw attention to the unique front bumper, while a central exhaust outlet provides additional distinction for the restyled rear bumper. For the mainstream Subaru buyer tempted by luxury, the Outback Limited Smart brings more refinement to the current top trim level. Upgrades include a special grille, premium wheels, ultra-suede seats and embossed silver accents, among other features. The concepts likely preview upcoming special edition packages, but the company has not officially confirmed production plans.
This week's review is more of a story than an outright road test. It's the story about the practicalities of living with a pure electric car in Ireland today with the charging infrastructure exactly as it stands now. Most people now know that hybrid cars, combination of an electric motor and petrol engine, are a possible way forward in the drive to reduce emissions. Certainly in cities they do make sense. However, what about the pure electric car? The Nissan Leaf was one of the first pure electric cars on the Irish market when it was launched here back in 2011. Now 6 years later and just before the all-new Leaf comes to Ireland next year, it seems like a good time to ask, can you really live with a pure electric car such as the Nissan Leaf or indeed any of its rivals such as the BMW i3, Hyundai Ioniq, Renault Zoe, VW e-Golf or Tesla Model S? The biggest question hanging over the pure electric car is range. Indeed, two new words have become part of the electric car lingo now, and they are range anxiety. The Nissan Leaf, for example, indicated a range of about 200 kilometers when I collected it fully charged from Nissan Ireland in Dublin. Yet having driven as far as Kildare village on the N7, a distance of 49 kilometers, the range was down to an indicated 121 kilometers. There are 2 charge points at the village, so good news there. A full charge from my domestic electricity supply, however, only gave it an indicated range of 160 kilometers or so. In reality though, I found the real usable range of the Leaf to be closer to 150 kilometers, and that could even be reduced further by use of lights, air conditioning, heater, etc. I found myself really having to start to plan how and where I would drive. Another day my wife and I left our home in Kildare, drove to the outskirts of Dublin, visited a variety of places locally there and returned, but by then the range as I entered my house was down to 39 kilometers. I was going nowhere else that day. The recharge time to 100% from my domestic outlet showed 13.5 hours at 3 kW per hour. So an overnight recharge was necessary after just that little trip. I did not enjoy having to plan each trip, Google where charge points are available, though the car sat nav will guide you perfectly to one, and think about range all the time. My tipping point was when I had to plan a trip to Dublin Airport. From our home in Kildare to the airport is 69 kilometers. So basically I thought I can get there, but unless I can charge it up upon arrival it's mighty tight to get home again. I rang the airport and confirmed they had 4 charge points in the terminal car park, but what if they are occupied when I get there? Someone mentioned leave early and top it up at the Topaz at the airport, but now I would have to sit around for at least 2 hours to get a decent fast charge top-up before my flight. End result? I took a good old petrol car and headed off a much less stressed traveler. So what's the end result of my time with the Nissan Leaf? Well, here are a few frequently asked questions answered. As an electric car it works, but no, the real range is about 150 kilometers and that's it. The Leaf is styled well and built to a very high standard with plenty of standard kit. The new one is even better and boasts a better range, but let's see. The 24 kW entry model Nissan Leaf costs $21,490 after government rebates. The guaranteed future value of that Leaf based on a 36-month lease is $6,762. Servicing intervals are every 12 months or 30,000 kilometers, but the cost of service is less as there are no parts to replace such as oil and filters. 80% of Leaf owners change overnight at home at a cost of about €4.00 for a full charge, yes, just €4. The ESB will fit a charge point to your house free of charge when you buy a new Leaf. The batteries are covered by a 5 or 8-year warranty depending on whether it's the 24 kW or 30 kW battery. In Ireland there are now some 1,200 public charge points available. As a car I like the Leaf, but Ireland still has quite a way to go before the infrastructure is there to make pure electric car motoring a reality for the masses.